Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So today is March 19th, 2026, and that's time of recording right now. So at time of recording, we're at 292 subscribers. I don't know why I was about to say 392, but no, we're at 292 subscribers at time of recording, which means we're 8 away from 300. And the reason I'm making this video is because 1 year ago today, on March 19th, 2025 is when I made it, I put up my first video, which was an introduction video to my YouTube channel. You're able to still go back and watch that if you want to. It's crazy how far we've come in that whole time. Like, officially, I made this channel back in January 2025, but I didn't make my first video until March 19th of last year, essentially. So now a year later, we're basically almost at 300, and I gotta say thank you all for the support. It's amazing to be able to do this. I think the first time I actually did a history channel, it was not nearly this successful, but I think the big problem of why it wasn't either was because I maybe had like 2 video series and I didn't mix it the proper way, like with historical items. Like here I have this 1917/1918 canteen, which I have to do another video on. Same with the cup. I gotta do a few canteen videos for my American canteens, because I decided I'd redo them because of the fact that there's information that I want to go back and correct, essentially. So I'm going to redo a few of them, not all of them, like my World War II canteen video. So you'll be able to see that in the future. But at the moment, I want to bring you over there to my table. Not table, but dresser, whatever you want to call it, beside my bed, so that you can see the 2 builds I'm working on. So you'll probably notice here there's 2 World War I builds. One in the back is the Meuse-Argonne offensive mock that I've been working on for a while now. It's coming out really nicely. You can see this is the German trench, and then you go over no man's land, and eventually you reach the American trench here, which this is 1918 essentially, like late 1918. Not going to talk about the history of the Meuse-Argonne offensive in this video because I'm saving that for when I actually do the video, which I'm hoping that video can be out in early April, because we're in March. April is next month. So, but this is here is a Lost Battalion work in progress, whip, essentially. It's nothing too crazy yet. Once I finish the Meuse-Argonne offensive build, I'm probably going to take it apart to start doing a bit more of this build and then figure out what all I need, which, depending on, you know, how much I need, because, like I say, the big problem of what I need with this build here is I don't know if I want to get any 1x1s or make more trees, like these reddish brown 1x1 plates, as you can see there, right beside the dark tan, because I mix it up a bit. Because I'm thinking if I want more of those, because that might help a lot, because I used a ton just on this, but I don't know how much I actually have over there, so maybe I'll be able to get a bit more off of that build. And then maybe I'll be fine, but we'll see, because I also want to even out around the trenches, which actually trench, because that's not a trench, this is a hillside that they're dug in on, which it probably doesn't really look like it, but I just wanted it to be a little flat right here, just, you know, so that I can actually position them properly. Maybe if I want to put a little campfire down, something like that. I don't know. And you can see there's 4 craters, essentially. 2 are going to be made up of wedges, and then these 2 are going to be actually brick built, in the sense that they're going to have plates and bricks and not wedges in them. So that's going to be pretty cool to see, because it's going to be my first time actually trying to do one of those in a while. So we'll see how that goes. But this thing here, this tower, this was in the Lost Battalion movie. I'm not basing this 100% off the movie, but this was in the movie. I don't know if that actually existed, but in the movie that was there, and I thought, you know, that was near the German trench, so why not have it just to add some form of detail, I guess, some more gray. Because I feel like the big problem is this would just be a ton of just brown, just like my Musargon offensive Mach-10, That's the big problem with a lot of World War One builds, is they're always brown. They're always the no man's land, and I don't know, just it's pretty basic to me. So I wanted to find some way to make this unique, because at the end of the day, as much as I want to be historically accurate, I also want to have fun with the build. So that's one thing I wanted to do here. So you can see just where this is at so far. This is a 1 brick deep crater essentially. I'm going to switch out this 8x8 plate with some other plates at some point once I do the order, which actually I might have to do the order to finish this build anyways, now that I'm thinking about it. And then, well, unless I put dark tan at the bottom, I don't know, but we'll see. But this here is a 2 brick deep crater, I believe. So this is going to be a pretty deep one, honestly, but we'll see. Like I said, I'm not too sure how all of these are going to look when I'm finished with them. I'm not really sure. But I might, if anything, just leave these craters the way they are and just put in some dark tan at the bottom, just so it's not a complete reddish-brown crater. But we'll see. I'm not too sure. I'll have to play around with that, see what I like. But this is just kind of a video where I wanted to thank you all for 292 subscribers. Sorry, we are 8 subscribers away from 300. So it'd be real nice if we could hit that before April, because right now we're sitting on March 19th and we got, I don't know how many days till April, honestly, off the top of my head. Probably like 11, 12 days, roughly. I don't know. So if we can get 8 subscribers in those 11 to 12 days, however many days it is now, that would be great. Share this with your friends, family, whoever you think would be interested in all this. And I'm going to turn the camera right back around and I'll get back to you all. So earlier in the video, I was talking about how there were some videos I wanted to go back and redo, like my 1917/1918 AGM Co. canteen and cup that is unmarked on both of them. I need to redo this video. Wanted to go back and redo my World War One canteen videos as well. Then there was a third one. I think it was all of my US canteens. I think it's like 11 of them or 13 of them. I think it's 11 though. I wanted to go back and redo that one as well. So I'm probably going to go back and redo all 3 of those in the near future. So expect those to come out. Who knows when? I'm not too sure, but I think it'll be really interesting because there's some new stuff I've learned, and especially on my 1917/1918 canteen and cup, there's a lot of information I've learned on this whole thing here. So I want to go and go over it essentially, just so I can present new information to light, accurate information that is. So we'll see how that goes. But at the moment, I'm not too sure if I'm buying any more military items for a little while, because like I said, I'm focusing on those 2 military builds over there at the moment. But after those 2, I might. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not too sure yet, because of the fact that as much as I want to buy stuff like this, I want to find a good deal on canteens and stuff, because I don't want to pay like $20 online for just a canteen. Because honestly, as much as I'd like to do that, that's a lot of money to just drop on a canteen, when I can just go somewhere and, just like buy a whole set for $20 at like a garage sale or a yard sale or a flea market or something like that. So I don't know. I'm not too sure what I want to do yet on all that military stuff. But maybe if y'all want to, if y'all are interested, maybe you'll start making posts every so often of any video ideas y'all might have. Because I'm thinking, because I'm kind of getting to a point to where I'm just debating what sort of videos I want to do. Because if I'm at a point where I want to save up for something bigger that I'm not really going to do on the channel, because currently over there I have a PS4. I want to save up to get a PS5, which is like, I can probably buy one for like $250, $300, something like that on like Facebook Marketplace. So I'm probably going to be saving up for that right now. And then at some point I do want to go and, you know, do the order to finish the Lost Battalion build over there, depending on where it's at, when I take apart my Musargon build and essentially go and start putting those bricks from the Musargon build onto the Lost Battalion build, because that will tell me what parts I need, all that sort of stuff, because I'm hoping the Duplo bricks that I have on my Lost Battalion, Musargon build, will be able to cover up the whole bottom of it, because if it does, that means I might not have to buy as many reddish brown plates or anything that can, you know, make the build, I guess, what would you want to say? I don't know, but, you know, just because I'm trying to figure out the structure, because I'm reddish brown. The problem with reddish brown bricks is they're really like fragile if they're not brand spanking new. So in the off chance they break, I like figuring out what parts I need, and I don't like reddish brown plates. I like the bricks more because they're a little more sturdy, I feel like. So I don't know, we'll see. That's enough yapping though. I got stuff I gotta do today, but just wanted to make a quick little video and just thank you all for 292 subscribers. I'm trying to make sure I don't say 392. We're still far away from that. But thank you all for the support. It's been great making all these videos. And like I said, if y'all ever have any video ideas, leave them down below in the comments. I already have a list of videos I have to make, so I can just keep adding them to the list, because I know that I want to do ones for how to make a custom Lego cannon, or, you know, stuff like that, really. So I don't know, we'll see. I'm not really sure where I'm gonna go with that, because some of them, like my cannons, are pretty much done. I have that done. I can probably do a video on that at some point. But the what's it called? But like this D-Day obstacle here that I have, it's not necessarily, you know, finalized yet, because there is one brick I want to change, and that's this one here. So I'm going to change that at some point, along with another one. So we'll see, because there is a lot of videos I want to make. I do still want to make stop motions at some point, but I'm still debating how I want to go about doing a stop motion, what I want to do it about. I think my first one's probably going to be like a tank battle or something similar to that. Nothing too crazy, so that I can at least, you know, get back into it slowly, because animating a minifigure is honestly, in my opinion, a lot harder than animating a tank battle. So I don't know, we'll see where I can get with that. But yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this video. I'm gonna try to keep this one under 10 minutes, but at most it's probably gonna be a 15-minute video. So hopefully y'all enjoyed it, and like I said, thank y'all for 292 subscribers. We're 8 subscribers away from 300, so let's see if we can hit that before April, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a great day and a great night, and I'll see you all in the next video, and have a good one.